So there are a lot of great animes out there, and whenever you miss watching one or you kind of miss the season it comes out in, people will often say, "Oh, did you watch this? Did you watch that? Or the newest episode of this?" And if you say no and you missed out, they'll be like, "Oh, you should have watched that. You should have totally seen it. It was so good and it was amazing." Or, "What? I'm surprised you haven't seen that." Well, fuck all of that because this right here is the anime that you should be watching right now. Alright, so a buddy of mine, Kitty, I'm going to link his channel in the description below. Essentially, he has made an absolute masterpiece. Yeah, I'm talking about Dark Dimension Neptunia, an absolutely fantastic series. For those of you guys who haven't heard of it and don't know what it's about, essentially what Dark Dimension Neptunia is about is there are a bunch of anime characters and it's like a spin-off of basically a bunch of characters, his unique story, his unique spin on that, and it's just following the tale of these characters and stuff. And I gotta say that this last installation before the part 2 of this current episode, which I will also be reviewing as well, is absolutely phenomenal. From the lighting to the scenes, I'm just gonna show a bit, and yes, there will be a little bit of spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, first of all, I don't know why the fuck you haven't seen it. It's a goddamn masterpiece. Go check it in the motherfucking description down below. But anyway, essentially, there's a lot of beautiful scenery in the beginning. A lot of this actually has some nice scenery in the background. The audio is very nice. It's very crisp, very good. And there's always audio, playing that really fisty environment. He could actually build a little bit more suspense by some quietness, because quiet, no audio parts, will keep the viewer on edge. So that's kind of a tip I'd probably give to him there. But I mean, other than that, the ambience, the surrounding, the music, everything's exceptional. Going into it, you have the main character, Uni, is walking into a forest. And the forest, I'm going to be honest, it looks absolutely incredible. It's the most beautiful thing I've seen in my life. Like, if you saw this forest, you'd be like, damn, this looks like some really good shit. Like, this man put a lot of effort into this. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, like I said, in the description down below, check it out. So they're walking down here, it's a little spooky. They're kind of lost in this forest, and it's not like the typical city where they're from. They're kind of in a random forest, right? They kind of got I guess, put into that scene. And eventually they keep walking and it's very foggy, and the fog actually is more than just a theme in this story, but the fog itself actually, not gonna spoil it, but I kind of am because this is gonna be a spoiler. Essentially, the fog has more to do than just the ambience. It also has to do with the eventual enemies we will see in the thing later on. So pretty much she's walking through the forest, and then out of nowhere in the fog there, she's this church, right? She says it's a church. I don't know what the fuck could be. It could have been like a McDonald's from 300 years ago. I don't fucking know. But for she said it was it was a church, and it was back there. And she kind of just walks into it. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. You can kind of see by the look in her eyes, she's pretty much shitting herself because she's getting scared. She's spooked out entirely. And then out of nowhere, I recognize this character right away was Alice. If any of you guys have played Persona, you know who Alice is. Also, I played P4, and I got to see one of the Personas was Alice. They brought her back as a Persona. Very powerful, by the way. I was thinking it'd be so fucking funny if Alice just showed up there, and then in the subtitles it just said die for me, and Uni died, and the whole thing would just fucking end. that would have been so bad, and then that's it, have been over. That was such a buzzkill, but no, that doesn't happen. Alice shows up. Uni's like, yo, where the fuck you come from? And then, Alice is kind of describing, the environment and all that stuff. Not going to spoil too much, but I'm just going to give, a little rundown from what's going on, pretty much. And then out of nowhere, yo, this fucking long-ass red bridge just comes out of nowhere all the way to that, the church in the distance. And I'm all like, damn, that's kind of random. Shit came out of nowhere. But, as we all know, probably the work of Alice. So she walks through it. And the walking noises, it was done. What's that one thing a lot of people use when they do the stuff on Steam and stuff? The Half-Life stock stuff and all that. Yeah, he used that stuff. I'm blanking out, but I know what he used. Source Engine. I think it was Source Engine. So there are a lot of voice effects from Valve games and stuff, particularly Half-Life with the walking and stuff, and from the character. So she walks down, she goes into the church, and yeah, there was just this massive fucking maze. Like, this is a spooky ass maze. And you thought that it was gonna be just a maze. It was like gonna be so bad, but no. There's also like these beasts, and they're just like prowling in the distance and shit. And then she's gotta deal with that too. And she gets a glimpse of one of them. She like hides behind the wall at one point. She peeks through and she sees this beast. It's like this massive like bloody dog, like the fucking hellhounds from Call of Duty, except they're not on fire. It has blood on it instead. And this thing was fucking massive. And yeah, this shit was horrifying. And you know, it was walking around a little bit, all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I actually forget to mention in the beginning of the episode, there's a little warning that there's gonna be you know, content for a more mature audience. You know, so pretty much if you're a pussy, don't fucking watch this. This shit's based as fuck and it will scare you if you're a little bitch. She's walking through the maze, and then there's this other guy, right? Is this like long, slender man dude with a fucking cube on his head. This man was like Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, but twice as scary. Like, this man was hella spooky. He went to like, I think he went to either like that beast or whatever, and the man just fucking murks the beast. Beast fucking blows up, blood and shit everywhere. I don't know how the guy did it. He has telekinetic powers. You know, he has something going on, but he just fucked up that beast. He fucked it up, no questions asked. Done like dinner, beast is dead, and the man just slowly limps off. And she's still hiding, by the way. She's still hiding because this guy is scary as fuck, right? And you know, she's going through the maze, all that stuff. And near the end, she meets this guy. I'm pretty sure this is like the Hollow Knight. If you guys know what the game Hollow Knight is, it's on Steam. She meets like, I think it's the Hollow Knight. She meets that guy, and he basically explains, like we mentioned earlier, the fog is what the humans see to sense the presence of them. It kind of reminds me of like in Persona, which, by the way, a lot of this is actually based from Persona. You know, when like there are certain things that happen when a big enemy is near. So like in Persona 4, like the chains shake when the Reaper's gonna come near you or whatever, when you open like 30 chests or some bullshit like that. So pretty much it was something like that. And yeah, it kind of just ends off with Uni talking to this dude. I kind of don't remember what the guy's name is. The Hollow Knight guy. I'm assuming it's the Hollow Knight guy because, again, it is a crossover with other characters. But that's all I'm going to say about Documentary Neptunia. If you want to see it for yourself, link is in the description below. This shit slaps so fucking hard. It's so good. I mean, this is like one of the best animes of all time. It's better than fucking Naruto. It's better than One Piece. I love Bleach, but it's fucking better than Bleach. It absolutely shits on Bleach 100%. But yeah, that was the end of this video. You know, if you guys like the anime that I'm talking about right now, check it out in the description. Give my boy Kitty some love. Absolutely fantastic animator, creator. Go give him a like and subscribe to him, most importantly. And while you're here, subscribe to me as well, too. I'm going to be pumping out all kinds of content, all that good stuff. Mainly a lot of videos where I just talk to you guys, talk to the camera like I'm doing right now. But yeah, that's the end of this one. And catch you guys later. Peace.